tips for growing your Instagram account, how to get more followers, but most importantly, how to get what I call meaningful followers. Followers that are actually going to engage with your content, you know, whether it be likes, comments, or something like that. So that's what you're looking for. You don't want people to follow you that are never gonna interact with any of your stuff. They'll never turn into customers. That's not what you're looking for. That's completely pointless. You'll just be wasting your time and energy. And like I said in my last video, the biggest thing never, ever, ever to do, ever, is buy followers. It's 100% pointless. All you're doing is buying bots. People, if they are people, which, you know, like 99% of the time they're not, they're just bots. And bots aren't going to be they're not going to be meaningfully, I don't know if that's a word, but if it is, they won't be interacting with your content in a way that's actually going to make an impact on your business. So they'll never turn into customers because bots don't buy products. And they'll never be leaving, if they do leave comments, it will be completely irrelevant. It will have absolutely no impact on your company. So that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for, like I said, meaningful followers, people that are going to engage with your content, and hopefully people that will turn into customers down the road. Now that I got that out of the way, that's what you don't want to do. What you do want to do is, once you get your Instagram account set up and running, you want to make sure you're posting engaging content. Be creative. Don't be afraid to test the waters and see what works and what doesn't as far as the engagement goes. But make sure you're always posting things that have something to do or are related to your brand. But like I said, don't be afraid to be creative and try and keep things fun and interesting so people actually want to comment on your posts and your pictures and your videos, and maybe even you know, if it's on Facebook, share it, or Twitter, retweet it. Or you can share stuff on Instagram too if you have apps. So you want to make sure everything's, like I said, focused on whatever your company is about, whatever your brand's about. Keep everything related to that. And if you are going to follow people, which I absolutely recommend, make sure you're following the right people. What I mean by that is, don't just follow people for the heck of it. Don't just start, you know, trying to see how many people you can follow in a day in hopes that, you know, a certain percentage of them will follow you back. And then you're trying to grow your followers that way. Because, like I said, the majority of those people aren't going to be meaningful followers, and they probably won't turn into customers. So you're just wasting your time and energy. I'll give you an example of, I'll use L3 for an example. So we're in action sports, extreme sports, sports brand. Whoops, let me turn that on again real quick. And yeah, so we're centered around all of those different sports, like surfing, for instance. So say your brand's all about surfing. When you're first starting out, you're not going to have any followers. But you can take a look at some of the bigger surfing brands, such as, you know, Hurley or O'Neill, Quicksilver, Billabong, and go to their followers, or even better yet, go to some of their recent pictures and take a look at people that are commenting and liking their pictures, and start out following those people, because those people, if they've recently liked, you know, Hurley's latest pictures or latest videos, that means that they're likely active on Instagram. And if they commented on some of those recent posts, and that's even better. Those are the type of people that you want following you. So that's what I call meaningful followers, like I keep saying. So if you're going to follow anyone, go to your competitions, or, you know, some of these bigger brands that are related to your brand or in the same industry or whatever. Go to their followers and start following those people, because those are the ones that will actually be likely to follow you back, because they'll be interested in your brand. You know, chances are if they're following Hurley, they're probably interested in surfing. Or, you know, if they're following Volcom, they're probably interested in skateboarding, or DC, or, you know, whatever your brand's about. If it's about skateboarding, go follow some of the skateboarding, or go check out some of the skateboarding brands and start following people that are following those specific brands. So you're a lot more likely to have those people follow you back, rather than if you go to something that has absolutely nothing to do with your company, you start following those people. And even if they do follow you back, like I said, chances are they're not going to interact with any of your pictures or videos, and they probably won't turn into a customer down the road anyway. So Other than that, that's what I'd recommend to get started. Once you start growing your follower base a little bit, I'd recommend start getting a little more, like I said, creative with your posts. But another thing that can help grow your brand and grow your followers is doing things like giveaways and, kind of giving back to your followers, showing them that you appreciate them. Send out some free stickers, or that's what I did when I first started, and that's what we'll be doing again pretty soon. But just little things like that, so that they know that you appreciate them, that you're paying attention, and that you actually care. And another thing to think about that goes along the same lines as far as the respecting your customers or followers thing is, if people do take time to comment on your pictures, whether it be a question or something that you can actually respond to, make sure you take the time to respond to it. Because you don't want those people, if they're going on their way to comment on a lot of your photos, whether they're telling you they like the product or asking you questions about it, you don't want them to feel like you don't care, if you never answer them. So make sure you're responding to those questions or comments in a timely manner. You'll probably get the occasional troll here and there, but just ignore them and try and make sure you're responding and interacting with the people that actually do care about your brand. I think that's about it, though. Those are the big tips. Don't buy followers. Don't forget that one. Make sure all of your content is related to your brand in some way, shape, or form. And if you are going to follow people, try and follow people that are a lot more likely to be interested in your brand and your content. And I told you how to do that, or what I recommend as far as that goes. Other than that, that's really all the tips I have now. If you guys got any questions or comments, drop them below. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you in the next video.